Station is ready, so no warning at the moment. Archers, this is your 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning.
Welcome to Porec, Croatia for the European Grand Prix 2021, the first Grand Prix after the big lockdown of archery. We are back to archery and we have the first European Grand Prix running right now here in Porec. And we start showing you today the 16th final of the women recurve, and you see on target 31 and 32 really two top archers. On the left side you see it now, Lucilla Boari from Italy and Yasemin Anagos from Turkey. That will be a very interesting match. Lucilla was unfortunately 34th after the qualification, so not what she expected. And then facing number 2 seeded Yasemin Anagos is not easy. So we have now starting with the 9 Yasemin. We're shooting set system, you know this. First archer having 6 set points will win. Lucilla starts with the 10. Yasemin also with the 10, so 19 points. So the first set is half the way through now. There's beautiful weather here, a little freezing cold. Yasemin with another 9, 28. So freezing and cold but sunny. So we expect about 10 to 12 degrees during the day, but we started with -2 degrees in the morning. And now it feels warm just when you're in the sun. About 8-9 degrees. And no wind at the moment, so you see the archers are hitting the butt. Lucilla with 19 out of 20 points. Yasemin had 28 out of 30. So Lucilla needs a 9 to tie the score, a 10 to win the set. And it's an 8, so the first set goes to number 2 seeded archer Yasemin Anagos from Turkey. Archers go to retrieve the arrows. And we also can inform you about all the other matches running. We have, as I said, 16th final in the recurve, women and compound men running live. On live TV, as you see, we have the one featured match, which is Lucilla Boari Yasemin Anagos, but we have many more top archers shooting. The number 1 seeded archer was Svetlana Gomboyeva from Russia, who is facing Lere Fernandez Infante on the other side of the field on target 1 and 2. We have Lisa Unruh, the Olympic silver medalist of Rio, was qualified as 4th. And she's shooting against young talent from Spain, Elia Canales, who was 29th. Also silver medalist in the team, Ksenia Perova, and bronze medalist individual from Russia. She is seated third and shoots also against a young Spanish archer, Sandra Cebrian. As I said, we have on the one side the recurve archers shooting set system, and on the right side the compound men in the 16th final. There are some buys, but still top archers on the line, like Domagoj Buden, the Croatian archer who is playing at home here almost. He's from Zagreb, but we are here in Porec, Istria. Ah, by the way, I have to say, a beautiful spot, Porec, on the Istrian island. Beautiful, really nice place to be. On the compound side, let's see, we have some 30 points, so top score for Domagoj Buden, who is leading by 1. His opponent from Romania, Gerard Dumitrescu. Stefan Zacharias from Liechtenstein also started with the 30, Valerio de la Stua with the 30, and Ovidio Achille also with the 30, so full count. And on the women's side, we have two matches which are tied. Elia Canales, Lisa Unruh, both with the 27, and Gülnaz Koçkun and Alexandra Mirka also with the 27 tied the score. All other matches have a 2-0 lead. We will keep you informed if there are some matches finishing after the third, so if there will be a 3-set sweep 6-0, we will tell you live. But we are live on match on target 31 and 32. Lucilla Boari, Yasmin Anagots. Lucilla has to come back. She shot 1 point less at 27. Started well with the 10, followed by a 9 and an 8. Yasmin 9, 10, 9. We are not shooting alternate, so we will try to follow as good as possible the arrows of the archers. It's so beautiful to see archery back live here. Oh, 10. Spider, almost. Chila with a 9. Yasmin struggling a little bit, but still at 10. 20 points. For Lucilla. So Yasmin could win the set by shooting a 10. She takes her time while Lucilla is already on the way to a third shot. And Lucilla with a 9. So 28 points. Lucilla Boari, 1 point more than the first set. Yasmin Anagos 10-10 and 10. Perfect score. 10-10-10, 30 points, 4-0 lead for Yasmin Anagos. Now we don't know more about the other matches running. We will know soon as all archers go and retrieve their arrows. As you see, the sky is blue, beautiful weather. Archers going and retrieve the arrows, and you see they have jackets on because fact is it's still cold with less than 10 degrees. They try to keep their finger warm walking to their targets. Not much happening logically when they are starting to retrieve the others. You hear a little bit music in the back, just to keep the archers focused on their shoot. Results coming in momentarily. Yes, we have them. We have 58 points for both archers on target 33 and 34 on the compound side. Pavel Zaural and Filip Zelak, so tight score. Domagoj Buden shoots his second 30 in a row, leading by 2, 60-58 on Gerard Dumitrescu. There's a 4-point lead for Ognjen Nedeljegovic from Serbia. Tight score between Stefan Zacharias and Bremislav Konecki. 2-point lead for Futgard Oroc, 59-57 on Mario Bruno. Valerio de la Stua with 59-56, 3-point lead on Arnaud Kochevar. Tim Jevsny, 2 points lead on Michal Kuric from Croatia. And a 59-52, 7-point lead for Ovidiu Achille from Romania and Jan Winkler, Croatia. Jesut, Italy, 2 points lead on Vladimir Buzek, Slovakia, and Martin Vanek also on a 2-point lead. On the recurve women's side, we have many matches going into the 4-0. So it's a 4-0 lead on 7 of the matches. They might be over right after this end, or after this set, if the archer trailing is not able to catch the set points. We have also a tight score. Elia Canales and Lisa Unruh, 2 times 27 in a row for both archers, so constant, and that's why 2-2. The second match 2-2 is Michelle Kroppen and Ines de Velasco. And another tight score, I found it out. Elizaveta Sikalov from Ukraine tied the score with Veronika Haydenchalova, and Veronika Marchenko from Ukraine tied the score with Katarina Bauer. So we are looking forward to the third set running now. Yasemin on the right side of the screen, Lucilla Boari on the left side. Both. Now also online the result. Lucilla didn't shoot that arrow, she was not confident enough. Now we have Yasemin with her second arrow, which is a 10. Lucilla shoots her second arrow right now, as far as it seems, and it's a 9 again. So Yasemin needs a 9 to clinch the match and move on to the 8th final. Let's see who's shooting first his last arrow. Yasemin takes the shot, and it's a 6, 25 points. 7 or better to keep Lucilla running, and it's a 9, 27 points, 4-2. Last arrow of Yasemin was maybe too fast, pushed not through the target, and that cost her the third set. So we will go into the fourth set on our featured match. As you see, 4-0 before, 4-2 now. and we have already some matches which find their way to an end and have some 8 finalists. And one of them is Tatiana Andreoli winning 6-0 on Ina Stepanova. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine also wins 6-0 on Selma Sirenova from Russia. So 2 Russians lost in this round. 3 because also Ksenia Pelova lost on Sandra Chevrian. So 3 Russian archers out in the first round. And Gabriela Schlösser, seeded 6th in the qualification, beat Elisabetta Straka 6-0. All other matches are running. On the compound side, we have the highest score on the field by Domagoj Buden, 89 points, 2 points lead on Gerard Dumitrascu, but we have still 2 more ends to go for the compounds. We will inform you after the 4th end how the situation is, although you can see it also on the target themselves as we have the scoreboards running. Thank you, archers, for keeping them updated. And as you hear, I am in a double function here. I am commentating here live for you the featured match, but also I am the speaker on the field. My name is Andreas Lawrence. I don't know, probably and hopefully some of you know me. I say hello to all my archery friends, and the word of today is #BackToArchery. We are back to our loved sport with this European Grand Prix in Porec, Croatia. So if sometimes you hear some service calls or announcements, it's me talking to the archers on the field as I'm the announcer. Yasemin with an 8-second arrow on the right. Is maybe the wind coming up? We will see. Lucilla, is she also shooting to the right? No, it's a 9. That's not the right. It's not the right, but it's a 9 almost on the 10. So Lucilla is trying to get back into the match, trailing by 2 points. Yasemin. Yasemin lost the roll a little bit. She's on the left with an 8. Ooh, Lucilla with a 7 right. You see the flags a little bit moving. Is it really that the wind is coming up like yesterday? Yesterday after 10 o'clock we had a little bit stronger wind than today. But it seems that also today the wind starts raising. We had no wind at all until 5 minutes ago. It seems now to come from the back left, pushing arrows to the right a little bit. Chila's last arrow is an 8, 24 points. What is the last arrow for Yasemin? A 9. Unofficially, we have a winner, and this is Yasemin Anagos, 6-2. But we wait for the official confirmation when the archers will be on the target. And give you as much as possible information also on the other results you will hear now. I will make the announcements also on the field of play. Bellissimo. I just was trying to see the results coming in. We may have some more matches over. One on target 32, Yasemin Anagos, Turkey beats Lucilla Boari 6-2. So the match is over there. Wait for more updates as soon as the archers input their results into the tablets. Lisa Barbelin, France, wins 6-2 on Lydia Sichenikova from Ukraine. And Elena Osipova, Russia, wins 6-2 on Mari Horachkova from Czech Republic. Ines de Velasco loses her match against Michelle Kroppen from Germany. And Elisa Tartler from Germany wins 6-2 on Madalina Mistraev. And Melanie Gobil, France, beats Elena Tonetta 6-2. Last match, which is finished after the fourth set. Leire Fernandez Infante on target number 2 beats Svetlana Gomboeva, the number 1 seeded archer in the qualification, beaten by the 32nd placed Spanish young archer. So, number 1 archer Svetlana Gomboeva out of competition. We have 5 more matches running in the 5th set. So archers coming back. Our featured match is not featuring anymore, so I will keep you updated with some information as they are coming in. Eventually our producer Ardingo Scarzella is trying to give us some more feed. He is in the truck of Fitarco, the truck of the Janseo guys, traveling all over Europe. So we are going to target 29:30, which is a match. Again, Turkish archer against this time a Moldovan archer. Alexandra Mirka from Moldova is leading 5-3 on Gulnaz Koshkun from Turkey. So we try to follow this match as good as possible. You see on the left side, that means on the right target, but on the left side of the screen, Alexandra Mirka from Moldova, European mixed team champion with Dano Laro, reigning by the way, while Gulnaz Koshkun, very young archer from Turkey, is part of the top Turkish team with Yasmin Anagos. 2 9s after first arrow. This looks like a 7. The wind, I think that was a little breeze on Alexandra. That's why she didn't shoot the arrow. Now she has to start shooting her second arrow. Time is getting short, 44 seconds on the clock. And she shoots a second 9, so she is in lead. She just needs 1 point to clinch the match, as she is leading 5-3. Gulnaz not happy with her last shot. We'll see shortly what it is. Alexandra must shoot a goal just to win this. We maybe, yes, 10-9-9-28. It's a clear win for Alexandra Mirka from Moldova, so we have it live with you. We were able to follow also this match, and we are running more matches in the 8 finals. We will still have the featured matches, so we'll try always to have a featured match on the recurve side. Why the recurve side? I guess the set system is a bit appealing, and why not? We have our ladies shooting, so let's have a good look on their shooting. information for the quarterfinal. We also will broadcast for you a compound match on target 33 and 34. So let's see the results coming in. The 5th set on the recurve and the complete 5 ends on the compound side. So this was the 5th set, or 5th end for compound, and the 5th set for recurve. And we have winners at the moment. No shoot off on the board. We have a 7-3 win for Alexandra Mirka, Moldova on Gulnaz Koshkun. A 6-4 win from Lisa Unruh on Elia Canales. 6-4 win Veronika Haitchala from Germany on the Ukrainian Yelizaveta Sikalo. On target number 10, Polina Rodionova from Ukraine turns her match. She was trailing 0-4 and wins 6-4. Veronika Marchenko, 7-3 win, Ukrainian, on Katarina Bauer. So all the matches are decided without shoot-off. Also on the compound men's side, no shoot-off. We have winners. On target 34, Filip Żelak from Poland, 6 points on Pavel Zaural. Domagoj Buden also wins with 146 points. Another winner is Ognjen Nedeljekovic from Serbia, 146, as well as Przemysław Konecki from Poland, also 146. Furkan Oruç from Turkey, 144, the winner. Valerio de la Stua, 147, with the highest score at the moment for the Italian archer. Tim Jevnik, Slovenia, 143 points, winner. And Ovidiu Ahilie from Romania, the winner, on target 47. Two more 8 finalists. One is Jess Sut, who won with 144, and Martin Vanek from the Czech Republic, 146. So we are resetting the field of play, and we are also confirming all results. As soon as we are ready, we give you a 1 minute warning, or 1 minute warning, actually 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning to start into the 8 finals. And for our TV followers on our channel, I will be off for some minutes. Let the music run. Hope you hear it in the background.
Dobro.
Dear archers, please keep clear the field. There is no reason we make our volunteers work more, picking up your trash from the ground. So please keep clear the field, don't throw away anything. Thank you for your cooperation. And even if on the, you see that we will start officially at 10:15 with the next round, we want to keep running. So we are on the way to start in about 5 to 7 minutes. So we are running all the matches, not in time, but as good as possible to not let you wait for nothing. Okay? I hope you're all ready and happy with this decision. We also have service information. We have the 8 final running. We have 16 archers and 16 coaches on the field. All the others on the women's side and on the men's side, 16 and 16. All the other people have to leave the field. So archers out of competition and coaches not involved in the matches are kindly asked to leave the field. Judges will check this, so please, all archers out of competition, all coaches not following directly on archers, please leave the field. Thank you so much. It is not only a rule that we are enforcing on World Archery and World Archery Europe generally, but especially given the case that we are still in a pandemic situation, we want everybody to keep distances, and that means going out of the field. I see on the compound side many people sitting on the field of play that should not be there, so please follow this. Keep your masks on, keep the distance, and keep sanitizing your hands. Thank you. So results are on the way to be confirmed. The scorecards now on the tablet are finding their way to the field. As soon as this is done, we will resume competition and we will start with the A final. Now we have a few online that will be on target 31 and 32. So we move the archers to the field. Lisa Udru on target 32 and Melanie Gobin from France on target 31. They will be live on our YouTube channel, our video channel. And we have a request on the compound side. There are the metal displays on the shooting line are reflecting the sun, so we have to do something to avoid to disperse the archers. That's also cold. Now we wait for the official start of the 2-minute rundown to resume competition. Looks like we can give you a 2-minute warning, at the period.
We are back live with you from Porec, Croatia. A new match running, the 8th final. Lisa Unruh on target 32, the Olympic silver medalist from Rio de Janeiro, against Melanie Gobil from France. Melanie Gobil was 20th in the qualification, while Lisa Unruh was seeded 4th. Let's see. First arrow shot by Melanie and Lisa both. It's a 9-9 tight score after the first arrow. For Lisa Unruh. Melanie Gobil. Also with 10-9. Lisa Unruh with 28 points in total. So 9 to tie the score for Melanie. And we have a 10. So 1 point win on the set for Melanie Gobil on Lisa Unruh, a 2-0 lead in sets. It's a really good start for Melanie with 1 point lead. And do you see still the jackets on the way to the targets because it's pretty cold. We have a little bit of wind, a breeze, and it's a really cold breeze. This morning when I woke up here in Porec, we have -3 degrees, -3 degrees here at the riverside, at the seaside, sorry, at the seaside of the Croatian Istrian province. Really cold, but the sun, when you're in the sun, it's warm enough as soon as there is no wind. And the wind is starting now. As I said before, we had in two sets we had a little issue. Yasemin Anagos lost a little bit track on Lucila Boa. Left, right, found a way through to win the match. At the end, 6-2. And brought her now into the 8 finals against, let's see, Alexandra Mirka, who is now leading 2-0. Yasemin Anagos shot only 23 points. So the other matches: Michelle Kroppen leading 2-0 on Elena Osipova, Gabriela Schlösser 2-0 on Lisa Barbelin, Elisa Tartler 2-0 on Sandra Cebrian, and Melanie Gobil, as we saw, is 2-0 lead on Lisa Unruh. Polina Rodionova from Ukraine, 2-0 lead on Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany. And the Ukrainian match of the two top Ukrainian archers, Anastasia Pavlova and Veronika Marchenko, 28-26, 2-0 lead for Anastasia Pavlova. 2-0 lead also for Italian Tatiana Andreoli on Leire Fernandez Infante, who made a big present to Tatiana because she beat in the first round of the day #1 archer Sida Gomboyeva, Russia, in a 6-2, so pretty strong win for Leire Fernandez Infante, but now she started with a 24, so Tatiana was able to win the first set. But we are live. With Melanie Gobil, now it's just wrong, the information on the board, now it's gone. We have Melanie Gobil and Lisa Unruh. She shoots her first arrow. She's trailing by 2 after the first set. I see a 9, 1.5 centimeter from the 10, so it's a good arrow. She can work on this. Melanie Gobil, very dynamic shot in the X. So it's a perfect 10. Now we have Lisa shooting. With a 10. Same height in the center of the target. Melanie Gobil, her second arrow is an 8, so we have 19-18, 1 point lead for Lisa. With a 10, she will clinch the second set. Was this shot strong enough? It was maybe too strong. It was high, 8, 27 points. So Melanie Gobil with a 9, she ties the score in this set. She takes her time. We have about 23 seconds left on the clock. 18. Shot. Strong shot. 10 and 8. 28 points. 1 point ahead Lisa Unruh, and now she is leading 4-0. As you know, 6 points needed to win the set. And yeah, we will see all other 7 matches that are running shortly. And we are now trying to see, after the second set and the second end on the compound side, what our scoreboard says. We had in the first end on the compound side 6 archers with 30. One match was even tied at 30, was Valerio de las Tu and Evren Chagiran, both with 30 points. Let's see who they are still full. Furkan Oruç from Turkey, anyway, has a 60 points, 5-point lead on his landsmate Muhammed Yetim, also from Turkey, as I said. Mike Schlösser, 59 points, 4-point lead on Filip Zelak from Poland. Tight score, 59-59, Domagoj Buden, Ognjen Nedeljekovic. 1-point lead for Lukasz Przybylski from Poland, 59-58 on his landsmate Przemysław Konecki. Ovidio Achille, 1-point lead on Jess Sut, and Josef Bozanski from Slovakia, 5 points lead on Martin Vanek, Czech Republic. On the women's side, 4-0 lead for Tatiana Andreoli on Leire Fernandez Infante. Tight set, the second set between Anastasia Pavlova and Veronika Marchenko, so Anastasia is now leading 3-1. Polina Rodionova from Ukraine, 4-0 lead on Veronika Haidchalova. Melanie Govil, we saw it 4-0 on Lisa Unruh on target 31-32. It's the live match on YouTube. Elisa Tartler, 3-1 lead on Sandra Cebrian from Spain. Gabriela Schlösser and Lisa Barbelin, tight score, 2-2. Michelle Kroppen leads 3-1 on Elena Osipova, and Yasemin Anagos and Alexandra Mirka have a tight score. So, back to you guys. I hope you're enjoying this morning session here. I'm just freezing a little bit, I have to admit, because I'm sitting in the shadow, in the shade, sorry, in the tent of the DOS, doing some music on the field, being the announcer and speaker for you on Arco, on the channel of Janseo here, live from Porec, Croatia. And Lisa Unruh starts with a 4. She has 4 set points to get back in, to have the chance to get back in the game. Melanie Govil needs 2 more set points to win this 8th final. The wind started to come up a little bit. I hear it on my microphone. It's coming from the left as always. Here the wind is coming from the seaside. But not an issue for Lisa. She found her way to the 10, second 10 in a row, 20 points. Melanie, strong shot, but on the right, you see, a little bit to the right. She was shooting 10s before, now a 9 pushed out to the right. Lisa Unruh, very, very well-known archer. She's also a field world champion. Shoots a 7 now. That 7 is a really, really big problem for her, maybe, because Melanie needs just 3 9s, and 2 of them are already on the target to win at least 1 point. Sorry, with the 9 she not only wins 1 point, with a 9 she wins the match. Even an 8 is enough. So we will see now Melanie with the third 9, 27 points. It's a 5-1. So 5-1 lead for Melanie Gobil on Lisa Unruh. Je comprends pas. So, we are again trying to find out the results on the women's side. And we have a 6-0 win for Tatiana Andreoli on Leire Fernandez Infante. So 6-0, Tatiana Andreoli moves to the quarter final. On target number 11-12, we have Anastasia Pavlova and Veronika Marchenko. Anastasia has a 4-2 lead. Veronika Haydnchalova won the set against Polina Rodionova, so it's now 4-2 lead for the Ukrainian archer. 5-1 lead for Elisa Tadler on Sandra Chebrian. Gabriela Schlösser, Lisa Barbalan 3-3. Elena Osipova, Michelle Kroppen 3-3. And Alexandra Mirka, Yasemin Anagos 3-3. On the compound side, leading by 5, Mike Schlösser, 89 points. Tight score for Domagoj Bud and Ognjen Nedeljekovic, 87. 1 point lead for Przemysław Konecki of Poland, that shot at 30. 89 points for Furkan Oruc, he's leading, as well as Valerio Della Stua is leading by 1, Evren Chagiran. 87 points for Jill Seibert in the lead on Tim Jevsnik. 87 for Evidio Achille from Romania, 2-point lead on Jess Sut. And Martin Vanek is trailing Joseph Pozanski by 5. And we are ready for the fourth set. Lisa Unruh shot 2 strong 10s in the third, followed by a weak 7 to the right high. Now she has to come back and win 2 sets in a row to be able to tie the score. You see the volunteers passing, dancing, the groupies. We have groupies here on the field. These are volunteers. All these can just happen because of these volunteers from the Croatian Archery Federation. Most of them are archers. Thank you so much again for all the volunteers working at archery competitions. That's always a great thing. Lisa Unruh starts with an 8. Melanie Gobil doesn't shoot. The air is raising a little bit. We are going into the fourth set. And we have Lisa Unruh with 10. So 18 points, Melanie Gobil with a 9. Unlucky fact for Lisa, if Melanie shoots 3 9s, that could be already enough. But she shoots an 8 low, so that opens a little bit the door. To Lisa. with a 10, she can really go back into the match. Melanie shoots, strong shot in the 7. So a 7 or better, it's a 10 for Lisa. She comes back to the match with the 5-3 now, lead just for Melanie Gobil. So she was able to really impressive these last 2 hours with 10-10-8. With the upcoming wind, she seems to find better weapons against this breeze. So we will have Melanie and Lisa coming back and shooting a 5th set in any case. This was now the 4th set and 4th end. 4th and 4th compound men. There we have one more end in any case. On the recurve side, we had some matches that could be over. 3 of them for sure not, because 4 of them for sure not, because Lisa Babelin, Gabriela Schlösser, Elena Osipova, Michelle Kroppen, Alexandra Mirka and Yasmin Anagos were tied. And the score on the featured match, Melanie Gobil, Lisa Unruh, is already live. It's 5-3 lead for the French archer. Lisa Unruh was able to win the set 28-24 and now is just 5-3, so she's still in the match. We have a winner on target 11. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine wins 6-2 against her landsmate Veronika Marchenko. We have Elisa Tartler winning 7-1 on Sandra Cebrian from Spain. 5-3 lead for Gabriela Schlösser on Lisa Barbelin and 5-3 lead for Alexandra Mirka on Yasmin Anagos. 5-3 lead for Polina Rodionova of Ukraine over Veronika Hayden-Chalova. And the 4-4 tight score between Elena Osipova, the last Russian, in competition against Michelle Kroppen. So we have 5 matches in the 5th set. Just 2 matches were done after 4. It's Elisa Tartler winning and moving on to the quarterfinal, as well as Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine. On the compound side, leading Mike Schlösser, Domagoj Buden, Przemysław Konecki, Furkan Oruch, Valerio de la Stua, Gilles Seivert, Ovidio Achille and Józef Pozanski before the last end. So dear friends online, just to remind you, I am Andreas Lorenz here from Porec, Croatia. I am not only your speaker live, I am also the announcer on the field. That's why you hear sometimes service information and details that are effectively more for the archers and coaches on site. I hope you enjoy this fact as well. So you're live in the competition, not just at your screen. Interesting, we have now a shade on the targets. I don't know if you see it. It's a little bit darker. We have a shade. That means we have some clouds coming up, covering the sun, now coming back out. So it's interesting. Challenging for the 2 archers. Now again a little bit of sun. You see on target 30, a little bit of shade. So changing views from archer's point of sight. It's a 9 on the left for Lisa Unruh, while Melanie Gobil shoots an 8. Melanie Gobil with a 10. Lisa Unruh with a 9. Melanie Gobil needs a 10 to to win the match. Any other arrow keeps a chance for Lisa. Melanie doesn't shoot the arrow. Lisa needs a 10 to keep her hopes. Strong shot, but just a 9. 9, 9, 9, 27. So a 9 is enough for Melanie Gobil to win the match. No wind. And 13 seconds. 11, 10 seconds. She has to shoot to force the shot. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 10. 28 points in the last second for Melanie Gobil. In the last second, she is able to clinch the match and win 7-3 on Lisa Unruh and move on to the quarter-final. Lisa Unruh out, the Olympic silver medalist and number 4 seeded, loses her match. Now that the sun is going down, we have definitely a cold breeze coming up. And I'm going live now also for the archers on the field. We have one result already from the live coverage. Melanie Gobil beats Lisa Unruh 7-3, so the French archer moves on to the quarterfinal. And we wait for the other results. Compound will come first, as they have less to walk than the recurves. So we are waiting for the result on the compound side, who is moving on to the quarterfinal. We have winners on the recurve side, and it's Alexandra Mirka beats Yasemin Anagos, the number 2 seeded archer, and moves on to the quarterfinal. Elena Osipova 6-4 lead and win on Michelle Kroppen, so the Russian archer makes it into the quarterfinal. We have 2 shoot-offs, one on target 1920, Lisa Barbelin and Gabriela Schlösser, and on target 13-14, Polina Rodionova from Ukraine against Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany. So we have 2 shoot-offs on the recurve side, no shoot-offs on the compound, where we have the 8 winners. Mike Schlösser, Domagoj Buden, Przemysław Konecki, Furkan Oruc, Valerio de la Stua, Gilles Seivert, Jess Sut, and Joseph Bozanski. So these are the 8 archers moving on to the quarterfinal. And we have also 2 shoot-offs running. Again, on target 13-14, Polina Rodionova from Ukraine, Veronika Heidenchalova, Germany, as well as on target 19 and 20, Lisa Barbelin, France, Gabriela Schlösser, Netherlands. The next match we will show, by the way, in the quarterfinal is Schlösser against Buden. Mike Schlösser against Buden. Very, very nice match. Probably the 2 of the best archers on the field already meeting up in the quarterfinal. Now we don't have a live result, as we don't have more information. I have nobody on the field that tells me how the matches so on target 19, Lisa Barbelin wins on Gabriela Schlösser. And on 13-14 we have 2 10s, very close. Polina Rodionova and Veronika Heidenchalova both with a 10. The judge has to measure. So on the one side, Lisa Barbelin is going into the quarterfinal, and Polina Rodionova from Ukraine is closer to the 10. So the Ukrainian archer moves on to the quarterfinal and wins this match in the shoot-off against Veronika Heidenchalova. So winner, target 13. And we have the winners, as you have seen, on target 13. Polina Rodionova from Ukraine was declared winner by the judge. And on target 19, Lisa Barbelin beat Gabriela Schlösser. So the judge just withdrew his decision. He was signing before the winner on target 13. Now he has to shoot again. So the judge already had a decision made and withdraw it. Was denn? Ich weiß es nicht. Er hat Vorgang und hat, habe ich doch gerade eben gesagt, er hat es gezeigt und hat es gerade zurückgenommen. Ja, ich sage, er hat eine als Siegerin erkoren. Was soll ich dir sagen? Der steht da drüben bei euch, da vorne an dem Stuhl.
Probaj po sredini linije ići. Gdje je šutov? Tu se stavi. Tu se stavi, tu se stavi, tu se stavi.
So we will have a second shoot-off on target 13 and 14 after the revised decision of the judge. Archers will be ready.
Archers are ready for the second shoot-off, as you see Polina Rodionova. And Veronika Heidenchalova. I am watching with the scope. Nine for Veronika Heidenchalova, Rodionova with 8. So probably Veronika Heidenchalova won this. So we have both archers with the arrow shot. It's a pretty close call again. Maybe we have a third shoot-off arrow. I have no idea. Depends what the judge will tell us. It seems that it's a 9 and an 8. 9 points in this case would be, this time, who is the winner? Target 14 is the winner this time. So Veronika Hajdčalová makes it to the quarterfinal and beats Polina Rodionova in the second shoot-off. Official, this time official by the judge.
Vuci sebi. Metar.
So we have now all
Polako. Još malo.
quarter-finalists.
Stop.
Our quarter-finalists are Tatiana Andreoli, Italy, Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine, Veronika Hajdčalová from Germany, Melanie Gobil from France, Elisa Tadler from Germany, Lisa Barbelin, France, Elena Osipova, Russia, and Alexandra Mirka on the women recurve side. On the ground side, again, Mike Schlesser, Domagoj Buden, Przemysław Konecki, Furkan Oruc, Valerio de la Stua, Jill Seibert, Jess Sut, and Josef Pozanski. And we have a featured match on target 35 and 36, which will be online on Arco and on the channel, on our archery channel. And this match will be Mike Schlösser and Domagoj Buden. They will be online also, so they will move on target 35, 36. And we are resetting the field of play. So, as soon as we are ready with the match, we will be back with you in a few minutes.
Ne, pitaj. Ne, mene ne. Mene nemoj ništa takve stvari ispitivati.
archers, this is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning for the quarterfinals. 2-minute warning.
We are back in track for the quarter-finals, the last matches of the day, of the morning session, sorry. In the afternoon we have the compound women and recurve men. We are following this time the compound side with Mike Schlösser, the #1 seeded and #1 in the world, Mr. Perfect, shooting against Domagoj Buden from Croatia in his home European Grand Prix. And we are ready to start. And we shoot 15 arrows, so no shoot off. So no, sorry, no shoot off. 15 arrows, no match. Mike Schlösser with 2 10s, very precise shots. Domagoj Buden started with the 9, but it's cumulative scoring, that's a 10. It's cumulative scoring, so we have 15 arrows in any case to see. Mike Schlösser starts with 3 perfect 10s, 3 X's. Domagoj Buden 9-10. If he shoots another 10, it's just 1 point trailing. And it's a 10-liner, so 29 points. And so 30-29. We will have more results coming. And we have one result already, which is the featured match. Mike Schlösser starts into the match with 3 perfect 10s, 3 X's, against 29 points for Domagoj Buden, so a 1 point lead for the #1 seeded archer, Mike Schlösser. We have 3 more matches, which are Przemysław Konecki against Furkan Oruc, Valerio della Stua, Italy, against Gilles Seibert, Luxembourg, and Jess Sut, Italy, against Josef Bozanski from Slovakia. On the women's side, Tatiana Andreoli is facing Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine. Veronika Ainchalova, Germany, against Melanie Gobil, France, who just beat the German archer Lisa Unruh. We then have Elisa Tartler from Germany against Lisa Babelin, France, and Elena Osipova against Alexandra Mirka. And Elena Osipova is leading 2-0 after the first set. Tatiana Andreoli and Anastasia Pavlova are tied. Veronika Ainchalova leads 2-0 Melanie Gobil, and Elisa Tartler 2-0 on Lisa Babelin. On the compound side, the other 3 matches are tied. Przemysław Konecki from Poland and Furkan Oruc, 28 both. Valerio Lastu and Gilles Seibert, as well as Jess Sut and Josef Bozanski, are tied. And we are going into the second set, or second end. We are here. Archers are a little bit freezing still. As you see, everyone wears masks. The whole tournament is really organized in the highest possible, with the highest possible and controlled distances, wearing masks. Everything is really organized as needed in this pandemic situation. It's the first big tournament in Europe outdoors. It's the European Grand Prix here in Porec, Croatia, and everyone is really trying the best to keep the rules that are needed to by the government, by the way. So police is even coming to control that we are keeping distances, wearing masks, and also hygiene is important. As you see, the archers on the shooting lane don't use masks correctly. It's the only place they have not to use the mask, while the coaches and all the workers have to wear them at all times. So Mike Schlösser starts with the 4th X in the row, so 4 X's. This time it's just a 10, so it's the 5th 10 in a row, 50 points. Domagoj Buden has 39 and shoots his 5th arrow. Ten. 50-49, 1 point lead for Mike Schlösser. And Mike Schlösser with 60 points. 6 10s in a row. Perfect start for Mr. Perfect into this quarter-final against probably one of the strongest archers still on the field. And Domagoj shoots a 9 high, so 29, 2 points lead for Mike Schlösser. And archers going to retrieve the arrows and to score their points. We have archers from Italy, Ukraine, Germany, France, Russia and Moldova on the recurve side. Netherlands, Croatia, Poland, Turkey, Italy, Luxembourg and Slovakia on the compound side. So compound archers are already on the targets. They have to shoot their 5 ends to define who will be the winner. And Mike Schlösser is in the lead at the moment after 2 ends by 2 points. So we try to get the Dutch coach out of our view. Maybe he understands that he is in the camera view. Or we move the camera. Okay, good. So we just want you to have the best view on the field. And we have results. Anastasia Pavlova shot a 29 and is leading 3-1 on Tatiana Andreoli. And we have results on the field. Anastasia Pavlova 3-1 lead on Tatiana Andreoli. Veronika Hajdčalová 4-0 lead on Melanie Gobil, France. Elisa Tartla and Lisa Barbalan tight score 2-2. Elena Osipova 4-0 lead on Alexandra Mirka. On the compound side, Przemysław Konecki, Poland 1 point lead on Furkan Oruc. Valerio de las Tua is trailing by 1, Jill Sivert, and Josef Bozanski 59 points, leading 1 point Jess Sut. And we are ready for the third set and third end. Archers ready on the line. And let's see if Mike Schlösser continues to shoot his 10s. After 6 10s, he's leading Domagoj Buden by 2 points. And it's again a 10. 7 in a row. Perfect 10 for Domagoj Buden, almost a spider. And the first 9 for Mike, it's a 9 left, 79 points. Domagoj with an X, second X in a row. So 1 point, and that's a 10 for Mike, 89 points. Domagoj has 78 with a 10. And his first 30 in this quarterfinal, he could get closer to the number 1 in the world, Mike Schlösser. And that's a perfect 10. 30 points for Domagoj Buden. It's a 2-point lead still for Mike Schlösser. I had a mistake on the first end. I thought it was a 29 for Domagoj, but it was a 28. He lost the 2 points in the first end. So it's a 2-point lead for Mike Schlösser. On the featured match, Mike Schlösser is leading by 2 points Domagoj Buden, who now shot 30 points. The other results, we have 2 matches on a 4-0 that, depending on the recurve side, Elena Osipova was a 4-0 lead, and Veronika Heidenchalova. We will soon see if they were able to clinch their matches or if they have to go into the 4th set. Veronika against Melanie Gobil and Elena Osipova against Alexandra Mirka. Stai parlando? And we have results. 5-1 lead for Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine on Tatiana Andreoli. She shot the second 29 in a row. The other results are not yet online. On the recurve side, we have a winner, Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany, after her second shoot-off in the previous match. She won now 6-0 on Melanie Gobil. Elena Osipova leads 4-2 Alexandra Mirka, who just won the 3rd set. And we're still missing the result of no, it's a 3-3 now, I see it. Elisa Tadler against Lisa Barbelin. Tight score after 3 sets. On the compound side, Mike Schlösser leading by 1 at the end. Finally, there was a mistake in the scores as far as it seems. 1 point lead for Mike Schlösser, 1 point lead for Przemysław Konecki as well as Valerio de las Tua, and 1 point lead for Josef Bozanski. So we are back with the fourth end between Mike Schlösser and Domagoj Buden. It's a long aim this time for Mike, but it's a perfect 10x. For Domagoj Buden, so the result was confirmed that it was just 1 point difference between these two archers. There was a little mistake in the scoring. Second perfect 10 for Mike Schlösser. As you see, these two archers at the moment on the field they are probably the two best archers on the field, along with Joseph Bosanski. We have and Jill Seibert. These are the three top 10 archers still in the game. But Domagoj Buden was ranked 9th, therefore he is now shooting against #1 archer Mike Schlösser. Now Domagoj with a 9 and Mike shot the third 10. So 119 points for Mike Schlösser. And Domagoj needs a 10 not to lose completely the contact to Mike Schlösser. Ten points, so 117 to 119. 2-point lead before the last end for Mike Schlösser. And the archers going to retrieve their arrows, leading into the fifth end or fifth set. If necessary, definitely necessary, on target number 17-18. Elisa Tatler and Lisa Babelen were tying 3-3, so in any case there will be a fifth set for those archers. We have a 5-1 lead for Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine. Now she may have clinched the match. We will see shortly. Results popping up momentarily on the scoreboard. We are here in Porec, Croatia for the European Grand Prix 2021, the first big outdoor tournament since this Corona pandemic situation. We are back to archery, #back to archery. And I'm so glad to be here for you live in Porec, Croatia. My name is Andreas Lorenz, and I try to not only be the announcer on the field, but also a good speaker for you and trying to give you all the information you need on your screen. Compound side, 119-117, Mike Schlösser leading by 2, Przemysław Konecki and Furkan Oruc, as well as Valerio Lastu and Jill Seibert tied score. Jess Sut is now trailing by 4 Joseph Bosanski with the second highest score. The number 2 ranked archer in the qualification, is on the way to the semi-final. Anastasia Pavlova won her match on the recurve women's side, 7-1 against Tatiana Andreoli, so the last Italian archer is now out. Elisa Tatler is trailing by 2 Lisa Babelin, so the French archer that beat the silver medalist from Rio. Lisa Unruh is now beating also the second German in a row, Elisa Tatler, and Elena Osipova and Alexandra Mirka are tied 4-4. This afternoon we have again archery for you live, matches starting at 2:30. So at 2:30 At 2:30 we have the 16th final for recurve men running, and we will continue probably until 5 o'clock, maybe earlier, depending how fast. After this quarterfinal we have still the semi-final, recurve women, compound men, so the winners will move on to the semi-final, because the bronze medal match and the gold medal match will be online tomorrow morning. This may be an 8 for Mike Schlösser, 10.98 or 10.99, we don't see it properly. If it's an 8, Domagoj could clinch the match with a 10. It's a 10, 10, 10, 9, 146. So now we have to check on the arrow of Mike Schlösser if it's a 9 or an 8. It's covered by the other arrow, so from our point of view we don't see it. It seems that it's an 8, so we might have a shoot-off between Mike Schlösser and Domagoj Buden. Let's see. On the featured match, Mike Schlösser, Domagoj Buden, we might have a shoot-off. One arrow of Mike finally didn't find the way to the gold. It was an 8. It seems to be an 8. We wait for the judge's confirmation if there will be a shoot-off or not. On the other matches, we will also have some updates soon. Maybe you hear Mike Schlösser talking with Domagoj Buden in the background. I hear it in my... Yeah, he's looking pretty close. If it's a 9, he wins. If it's an 8, we have a shoot-off. So on target 47 and 48, we have a shoot-off between Przemysław Konecki from Poland and Furkan Oruç from Turkey. So I'm just checking that the judge is called on Mike Schlösser's target, defining if to call the arrow. So we have in any case a shoot-off on target 47-48, shoot-off on target 49-50 between Valerio de la Stua and Gilles Seivert. And Joseph Bozanski won his match. And it was a 9 for Mike Schlösser, so Mike has a 147-146 win on Domagoj Buden. On the recurve side, Alexandra Mirka wins 6-4 on Elena Osipova, so the Moldovan is going into the semi-final. Following next, Lisa Barbelan wins 7-3 on Elisa Tartler. So we have Ukraine and Germany in the semi-final, and France, Moldova on the recurve side. On the compound side, Netherlands and Slovakia, but we have 2 shoot-offs coming up next on the compound side. Judges are now talking to the shoot-off archers, the archers in the shoot-off, how to shoot. We are almost ready. And we are going. Let's see. This time I don't have a scope. Oh, yes, I have. And I'm trying to see something. On 49.50 we have 2 8s, too close to call. And then we have on target 48 the winner. 48 is Furkan Oruç from Turkey. He made it. So I see that on target 49.50 it's too close to call from here. While I think, but we will see what the judge on target 47.48 tells us, we have a winner on this. But let's see official confirmation. So on target 47.48, the winner is target 48, Furkan Oruç from Turkey, moves into the semi-final. And target 50 is the winner, Jill Seivert from Luxembourg, also in the semi-final. He is again looking. I thought he already gave the win. It's confirmed the win. Okay. Judge confirmed the win for Jill Seivert, so we have the semi-finalists. Coming up next, on the recurve side, Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine and Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany, as well as Lisa Barbelin and Alexandra Mirka, France and Moldova. On the compound side, Mike Schlösser against Furkan Oruç and Jill Seivert against Josef Bozanski. And as soon as the field has been reset, we will start with the semi-finals. And also for you online, in a few minutes we will be back.
We will have about 3 to 4 minutes before we start into the semi-final. 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5, so I will give you a 2 minutes warning as soon as you're ready.
Ian, pinte of 3 desetista.
Archers, this is your 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
Welcome back to the semi-final here in Porec, Croatia, European Grand Prix 2021. We are ready to start. The semi-final featured will be Jill Seivert from Luxembourg against Josef Bozanski from Slovakia. Jill Seivert was silver medalist at the European Games in Minsk 2019, one of the last big tournaments shot before the pandemic situation. Now the European Grand Prix here in Porec is the first big outdoor tournament, and we have finally archers shooting. We are back to archery, and I'm happy you are here with us watching it. I'm Andreas Lawrence here live in Porec, Croatia. I'm also doing the announcer on the field, not only the speaker for you, and I will give information. Not only what you see, as for example this 10 of Jill Seivert, but also more information if needed. This is a 9 for Josef Bozanski, 9 low. Jill Seivert now with a 9, 10, 9, 19 points. Nine points for Josef Bozanski, so 18 points. So we have 27, maybe 28 for Josef Bozanski, and a 29, that's for sure a 10. 29 points for Jill Seivert, so 1 or 2 point lead for the archer from Luxembourg. We have more matches running in total. We have 4 matches running. The two semi-finalists, the semi-finals on the recurve side are Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine and Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany. And we have Lisa Barbelin, France, against Alexandra Mirka, Moldova. This is on the recurve women's side. From 2:30 we will broadcast for you the compound women and recurve men eliminations up to the semi-finals. The bronze and gold medal matches will be brought to you tomorrow morning, also live on this channel. At least we have the bronze medal on this channel as far as I know, and the gold medals will be on the World Archery channel. Times will be online. So we have Mike Schlösser trailing Furkan Oruc by 2, because Furkan shot his 30 points while Mike Schlösser ended up with a 28 starting into this semi-final. Lisa Barbelin shoots 28 points and wins 2 set points on Alexandra Mirka. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine also 28 points against 26, leading 2.0 on Veronika Heidenchalova. I will repeat this for our archers and spectators on site. And We will now give some more details on the results. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine, 28-26 points, so 2-0 over Veronika Heidenchalova, Germany. Lisa Barbelin, France, also 28 points to 26, 2-point lead on Alexandra Mirka. Mike Schlösser is trailing by 2 Furkan Oruc, who started with 30 points into this semi-final. And Jill Seibert and Joseph Pozanski have a tie score, 29 points. Although on the board it shows 28-29. I think it was a 28-29, but scorecards will be reviewed. So the score from Bozanski was wrong on the scoreboard. It was 28-29. There was no change. I'm pretty sure there was a mistake on the target. Joseph from Bozanski from Slovakia starts with a 9. And Jill Seibert with a perfect 10. Already in his second arrow. A little bit of wind comes up, that's an 8, I think, or even worse. Look at his face. Let's see what this face is. It's a 10. Wow. I looked at his face, I thought it shot an 8. In any case, 20 points for Jill Seibert, who is a good poker player, it seems. Joseph Bozanski, 10-9, 19. That's 10, 10, 10. 30 points for Jill Seibert. So 49 points for him. 59 points for him. And maximum of 57 for Joseph Bozanski if he now shoots a 10. And it's a 29, so exactly what I said. 57 points for Joseph Bozanski, 59 for Jill Seibert. And Jill Seibert is now leading by 2 points. He shot perfect 30 points in the featured match, which we are broadcasting live on our channel. The second match is Mike Schlösser, Furkan Oruc. They are just now inserting the results, and Furkan shot his second 30 in a row. 60 points for him, 58 for Mike Schlösser. On the recurve side, the archers arrived to the targets and are inserting now their results. We had Anastasia Pavlova leading from Ukraine and Lisa Barbelin, both 2-0. Let's see what's up in the second set. Alexandra Mirka shot 29 points and tied the score in this match. So it's a 2-2 between the French archer Lisa Barbelin and the Moldovan archer Alexandra Mirka. And we have still target 15-16, Pavlova Chalova. It's 2-2. Chalova won this second set. Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany So we have tight score in the two recurve matches. So we have definitely now tight scores, as you've seen in the recurve. A 2-point lead for Furkan Oruç against #1 seeded and #1 in the world, Mike Schlösser. Furkan with 2 perfect rounds, sets. Sorry, on the compound side it's called ends still. We will shoot 5 ends, and Furkan is leading Mike Schlösser by 2 points, 60-58. While Jill Seibert is on 59-57 on Joseph Bozanski. We are going into the 3rd round. And Gilles shooting his first arrow. It's a 9. Also for Joseph Bozanski, it's a 9. So 68-66. Another 9 for Jill. Both with 9s starting in this 3rd end. That's also a 9. So still 2-point lead for Jill Seibert before the last arrow of the 3rd end. We have seen moving, the winds coming up. Both archers had to stop the shot, reorganize themselves and be ready for that shot. Joseph steadier shooting. Oh, it's a 9 on the right and a 9-10 liner, but I think it's a 9 for Jill Seibert. Let's have a look on the target. It looks like 27-27 from here. So still a 2-point lead for the archer from Luxembourg, Jill Seibert, silver medalist at the Minsk European Games 2019. For sure his biggest result in his career. And we are through the 3rd set and 3rd end in the 2 semifinals. Jill Seibert is still leading Joseph Bozanski by 2, 86-84 in the featured match. We are live on the UArco channel and online on internet. So if ever you want to tell some of your friends this afternoon to watch from home, we will have also this afternoon a live broadcast of at least 1 match, so featured match every time. Furkan Oruç and Mike Schlösser tied the 3rd end, and so Furkan is still leading, this time 89-87, leads Mike Schlösser by 2. Lisa Babelin from France is now leading 4-2 Alexandra Mirka from Moldova after 28 against 26 in the 3rd set. We need the results for target 15 and 16. They will be inserted shortly. They are now retrieving the arrows. and it's it looks like a 4-2 lead for Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine. Il tastierino non lo dice mica giusto. Sometimes I change into my Italian idiom. It's difficult to get all buttons pushed at the right time here. I'm Andreas Lawrence here in Porec, Croatia, live for you on the field of play. I am at the DOS stand because I'm not only your speaker on TV, on the screen, I'm also live announcing the event, so sometimes I'm excuse myself if there are some overlapping information for you. Du, ich kann jetzt nicht mehr das auch noch sehen. And we are again live. This time you see on the screen we have a beautiful view of two target faces and the two archers. And Joseph shoots a X. Jill also with an X. Both with the started into this fourth end with 10 points. Ooh, that was the 8. And Joseph with a 9, so 1 point difference between the two archers. Jill shot one arrow before almost like this and shot a 10. This time it was not good enough, so 8 to 10, 8 and 10, 18 points. Joseph Bozanski 19 points, 1 point lead for the archer from Luxembourg, but the wind is straight. It's coming stronger, so it's not easy for them, especially on the left side of the field, to get the control on it. You see they are not shooting, they have still 33 seconds on the clock. The arrow fall down from Jill Seibert's arrow rest. 9-10 liner for Joseph Bozanski and 9 for Jill Seibert. It could be in the fourth and now a tight score. It could be also a 10. It shows a 9, but it could be also a 10. Now it shows a 10, so the spotter has to have a deeper look in it, especially the judges. So we will see shortly. And Jill Seibert, Joseph Bozanski is the featured match. It looks like after the fourth end, these two archers have a tie score of 113 points. There is a judge decision of one of the arrows of Joseph Bozanski. We will see shortly, but it looks like a 113-113 situation before the last end. Let's have a look. If we have a decision on the recurve side, there were two leading archers for the gold final. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine was leading Veronika Hayden-Chalova, and Lisa Barbelin from France was leading Alexandra Mirka. Or did the two trailing archers were able to catch up with the leaders? Let's see soon. Mike Schlösser shot a 29 on the compound men's side, Furkan Oruc a 27. This means now, before the last end, both compound matches are tight score. Anastasia Pavlova and Veronika Haydn-Shalova both shot 27, so tied set, and in the match it's a 5-3 lead for the Ukrainian archer, while Lisa Babele and Alexandra Mirka now are on a 4-4, so both matches also going into the 5th set, following up immediately. Archery is back in track. We are live in Porec, Croatia. 800 meters from the sea, from the Adriatic Sea, and the wind is coming up in the afternoon. People living in this area know that the wind is raising always in the afternoon. Now we are still not in the afternoon, it's already coming, so I'm pretty sure this afternoon when the compound women and the recurve men will shoot, we will have some wind dictated situations. So it is one of the challenges for archers to read the wind and to know how to shoot in the wind. So why not? It's one more challenge for our archers. Right now you have seen in the back the flags. They're already pretty strong. You see the flags on the right side of the screen. They are really starting to move quite a bit more than in the last half an hour. Let's see how these two archers can get along with the wind. Tight score for Jill Seibert, Luxembourg, and Josef Bozanski, Slovakia. And it's a 10-liner. I think it's a 10 for Josef. And Jill, 9. Josef, 10. Also for Jill, 9 for Josef. Jill needs a 10 at least to eventually win or tie, but I think the first out of Josef is a 10, so on the scoreboard should be a 142 for Josef, and Jill needs in 53 seconds time. That's the 10, yes, it's definitely a 10. So Jill Seibert needs a 10 to force Josef to a shoot-off. It's a 10, so we have either a shoot-off or a win for Jill Seibert. Oh, the scoreboard shows a win, but there is one arrow with the asterisk. That means one of the arrows of Josef Bozanski must have checked with a deeper look on the target by the judge. And we have our featured match that might be as a shoot-off or a win for Jill Seibert. That depends on one arrow that has to be checked on the target. You will see both archers and the judge probably will have a look at it. On the other side, Mike Schlösser, Furkan Oruc. Furkan was leading until the 4th end and lost finally against Mike Schlösser, who shot 29 to 27. Mike Schlösser in the gold final, and Furkan Oruc will shoot for bronze. 145, 143. And the result is confirmed on the compound men side that Jill Seibert. No, it's still not confirmed. It's shoot off. Jill Seibert, Joseph Bozanski, shoot off 142-142. So we will have a shoot off coming up next. Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine wins 7-3 and moves on to the gold final again and will shoot against Lisa Barbelin from France tomorrow morning. On the bronze medal match, we will have Veronika Heidenchalova from Germany and Alexandra Mirka from Moldova. So now we will be getting ready for a shoot-off. Ils sont prêts? So we are ready for the shoot-off. In some seconds we will start and have this 1 hour shoot-off between Jill Seibert and Joseph Bozanski. Maybe you heard the heartbeat in the back. Was not from the archer, logically, but before a shoot-off there is always a little bit of suspense. And it's a 9-10 liner and a 9-8 liner. So Joseph Bozanski will shoot for gold tomorrow against Mike Schlösser, and Jill Seibert will shoot for bronze against Furkan Oruc. This was our live broadcast for this morning, and I just say it also online here, and it seems that we have a winner. Joseph Bozanski will be in the gold final tomorrow against Mike Schlösser, while Jill Seibert will shoot against Furkan Oruc for bronze. So this concludes the morning session here in Porec. We will be back live on TV at 2:30. Logically, the field will open around 1:15. 1:30 we start with the afternoon program on site. Have a good time in the meanwhile. See you this afternoon. And also for you on the screen on TV, thank you for following us. And Andreas and Lawrence tells goodbye. Thank you for Ardingo Scarzella doing the regie from the truck of Fitarco Janseo. Thank you so much. And we keep in touch this afternoon starting 2:30.